So today I went to court for misuse of 911. We laid out our arguments, and personally, I thought the arguments that the state was making kind of went against them, in my opinion. Because the idea is when you call 911 when you're reporting a crime or there's an emergency, or you need like some type of assistance with something. I called 911 because it wasn't necessarily a emergency like life or death, but it was bothersome. The harassing and everything. The state, they tried to say that, well, he just didn't like the way they handled the situation, the police. Like, that's the reason why I called so many times. No, I did. We were being harassed, and you're not charging, and they're refusing to charge the people that's harassing us. That was really the big issue. I have it on camera, ongoing for like 9 months with this specific harassment. It's been admitted, and so each time that I called was for a specific purpose. And so one of the things used against me was that, well, he didn't want the police to come out, so it was misuse. So I didn't want the police to come to my house because my daughter is scared of them after everything she's been through. So they were right about that. But I did want them to do something. I wanted them to talk to them, to the people harassing us. But I didn't want their presence to be seen at our house because our daughters are already leery of them. And that's all I was trying to do. Protect my kids. That's all any father tries to do. The state also said, excuse me, not the state, Ron Parrish of the Gibsonville Police Chief of the Gibsonville Police said that calls are routed, that calls go to a voicemail or something. Because I stated that the majority of the times that I was calling, when I said this is not an emergency, I was calling after hours. And it takes you there. It takes you to the non-emergency line. I mean, it takes you to the emergency line. Excuse me. I haven't had much sleep, and so I'm just recording this for evidence, documenting it. But basically, he lied, and from my opinion, from what I've experienced, they'll do whatever to get out of shit. They 100% are routed to EMS. And this is why I would call and say this is not an emergency, so I could get off the line. And now that's just being used against me. I don't fault the judge in any way. He's ruling fairly. That's all I wanted, so that's fine. So here's what we got going on. I think the judge is looking at everything and trying to be fair. So we had to do like a recess type thing to where we convene. He's going to make the final decision. So I've already informed him, look, I respect you. I respect your decision. If you find me guilty, I'm still going to appeal it, but you're following the law, and that's all that I wanted. I still think that I didn't break the law. Because I was calling anytime I called, it was for a purpose. And so, during the night, so they're referencing one call, but then they're trying to, like, add on. I called and I sought help. But they're trying to reference other times that I called. And so, I tried to call through the non-emergency, because it wasn't an emergency, but it was traumatizing our kids. So, we'll see what happens. If I have to appeal it, then I will. But all in all, I'm not a lawyer. I took a little bit in college, but if I lose, it's because I didn't present the evidence correctly. I didn't present strong enough. That would be what I say. And so I'm just gonna pray on this. And so with everything, I expect to lose, not because the judge is bad, just because. But I gave it my all. That's most important, and I'm gonna keep fighting it until it's dismissed. Or if it doesn't get dismissed, if it goes to appeal and I still lose, that's different. But I want to take this. You don't give up on something because it's hard. You continue, and that's what I'm doing. So this is the update.